floor it a little bit here. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Novichenko Whips YouTube channel. Today we are commuting to work. Happy Monday, as they say. As I say, gotta make it a happy Monday. I wanted to give a quick update. I know in a previous video I put some Forte oil fortifier and then as well what they call like seal conditioner. And I'm happy to report that overall I've noticed way less smoking out the tailpipes, especially when I used to really see it, which was you start up the car, let it warm up, and then you back out of the driveway, and I would see some smoke come out the back. And as I'm backing up, I'm backing up into my own smoke, and I would kind of smell it previously. In the last several weeks now that I've had it in, probably after the first time or two driving the car, I feel like the smoke has been down to a minimum. I can't visually see it. You can slightly smell something, but again, this is a catless downpipe car, and so you're gonna smell something regardless. And so yeah, I think the product works. Before tearing out your engine and tearing into it, trying to replace valve stem seals, give it a try. Definitely not sponsored in any way. I'm just kind of happy because I've had older BMWs, especially the older V8s before, and those things were smoking pretty bad. And it was just, you know, a relief to find something that worked like that. Here, let me floor it a little bit here. Gotta keep the fun in the commute. Anyway, started kind of raining here in the Northwest, so you got to be careful with the rear-wheel drive traction on these fun turns. But maybe keep this video nice and short. I'll show a screenshot of the actual product I used. Works great. I'll paste in maybe a cold start video and a couple rev videos just to prove my point that I'm not smoking out the back anymore. And if I spot any cool cars on the commute to or from work, I'll stitch it in here as well. Hope you all have a awesome day, awesome week. Take care. Back on the road after work. I am gonna go stop by my most local E85 pump. The closest one to my house, pretty much this is like a 30-minute drive, but good thing that my job location is like 5 minutes. So I am tuned currently with the Boot Mod 3 stage 2 tune on a 91 octane gas because we have 92 at the regular pumps here in Washington. I've experimented with mixing in some E85, like a gallon or two in my tank, and the car has performed better on the same 91 octane tune. I'm going to start experimenting with the BM3 93 octane tune. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to mix in a couple gallons of E85 in my, let's say, close to E10 pump gas to boost the octane rating to closer to that 93. It's most likely a couple gallons is going to get you like 94, 95. And so I want to see how the car performs on the 93 stage 2 tune. It's their aggressive tune, so it has the burbles and whatever, but technically I think the aggressive, non-aggressive is very similar boost-wise and timing-wise. And then later, I want to do a full E30 tune that they provide from BM3. The company's called Pro Tuning Freaks, and the tuner is called the BM3 tuner. And so it's nice because they just can a tune for you, and it's an E30 blend because probably your fuel pump and injectors can't handle more. On this car, it has a 21-gallon tank. Mixing in 3 gallons of E85 gets you to like a E20 blend, near that. And then mixing in 6 gallons will get you to the E30 blend. So what I'm doing right now, just to go to like a 93 pump gas tune, I'm gonna mix in like 2 gallons to get me to like that E15, I'd guess. A lot of cars, they can compensate with their fuel trims okay on a tune and the added octane. if, again, you add E85 straight to your pump gas tune, you're going to run lean, because you burn technically way more E85 when you go to straight E85. You lose fuel economy, but you get, you know, power. And I think that's why it's not super scary. But in the time that I had more E in the tank with my 91 pump tune, after driving calmly for a while, I got a code that said I was running slightly lean, and I think that's mostly closed loop, which is like cruising. When you give it the beans and go wide open throttle, there's a lot of compensation, and I'm sure the car is, you know, getting the enriched mixture it needs under boost. But I'm pretty excited because when I got the car, it came with the Stage 291 tune. BM3 gave me a free updated tune, although right now I purchased their $150 off-the-shelf map bundle package, and that includes everything, like stock, 91, 93, there's like the crappy gas tunes, but we're always interested in the nice, fun gas tunes, right? So come along with me. If you have a F10 M5 and you're thinking about which tune to get, I've heard the BM3 tune is safer. MHD is a competitor, and they sell the S63 TU tunes, but I think on their website it's still marked as kind of like beta, which I don't think is a bad thing, but a lot of people have said that they've had more issues romping on their car with the MHD tune, and it makes sense. They also said the tune is more aggressive, so it could be spiking, boost spiking torque, and, you know, in effect, kind of maxing out your car where you don't necessarily want that completely. So I'm going to stick with BM3 for now since it came with the car. That's my plan of action. There's a sweet S63 here at the pump. Maybe we'll go say what's up to this person, chat about their car. I'll show that to you in a sec. I love it. It's probably tuned, right? It's probably tuned. Nice. Here we go. Get a couple gallons in there.
Where you from? What's your name, brother?
I'm from up north, Mount Vernon.
What's your name?
Ilya.
What kind of car you got? Tell him what kind of car.
It's an M5.
He got an M5. He ain't driving no light shit, man. He wanted to pay some my shit. Whew. He ain't driving no light shit. Ooh, 63 M5.
I'm slowly building it up.
This car is beautiful, brother.
I feel a blend.
Shit beautiful. Yeah. Shit handcrafted by Germany.
What I guess,
The best of the best.
Gonna do a little pull for these guys. Guys were super excited on their S63. I think they said they're from LA. I'm not sure what power that car pushes, but he said it's stock. It looked good. I know the Benzes have a stout engine and they sound really good. Even with just filling in some E85, the car, I don't know if it's just placebo, but it just feels happier than on regular pump gas, and I'm pretty sure it's accurate. It's all that heat. Heat is the enemy to your engine, right? Sure, it produces heat when you know, lay on the power and stuff, but still, it seems like the car's happier with this high octane fuel. Of course, it's a Canadian. There's a Canadian guy tailgating me. I'm already going like 90, 95 just a Canadian tailgating me. And then it'll be a Canadian going like 50 in our 70s. I love it that he also has the little N sticker, which means new driver. Very cool. I wanted to give you a quick view into how I use the BM3 app to install and update tunes. Here you'll see me go through the steps after I purchased the tune bundle. I downloaded the 93 Octane, 93 Aggressive, and then you'll see me later download the E30 blend or race gas standard and aggressive tunes. What you can see me doing here is at the top right, for every tune, there are some configurable parameters, such as the type of cooling you want your engine to do, and then there's also certain parameters for whether or not you have catless downpipes, and then other OEM or aftermarket settings. I think there are others for high pressure fuel pump, manifold, atmospheric pressure sensors, and so on. With the OBD2 adapter that connects to your phone via Wi-Fi, I'm able to fully flash the car. As you can see here, because I flashed my car previously, the flashing takes a couple minutes. I think if you're flashing for the very first time, it can take a little longer, so they recommend a battery tender or charger. After that, you'll see that there's a dashboard view where you configure gauges and things like parameters to log for when you're going to go out and drive your car. Some of the main ones I think are always looking at your boost, your air-fuel ratio or your lambda reading, and then things like coolant and oil temperature, and then NOx sensor detection. So here's a quick recording of my car idling at the stoichiometric 14.7 AFR or air-fuel ratio. So this is me doing a quick check, making sure that with the ethanol content in the gas, I'm not running lean or anything like that. Later on, you'll see me record a couple pulls. So here's our first official drive after flashing the 93 Stage 2 tune with BM3. Let's see how she does. Car is slightly warmed up. I don't know how this new camera angle will do, but we'll see. We'll switch it up a little bit from the driver POV and then kind of the front top down. Overall, I would recommend the BM3 tunes for this specific S63 engine. I really like my MHD tune for the 3 Series, but that's what the car came with, and I've been enjoying it. It's quite peppy, and I just like the amount of adjustability that MHD provides. But with this car being kind of a classic, right? Your bigger 5 Series is more classic than the rowdy little 3 Series. I feel like the nice, subtle, and noticeable improvements of the BM3 tunes are a perfect match. Technically, you're supposed to get like a 30% torque bump on the Stage 2 93 Octane. I think it's a couple percent less for the 91. And then if you go with the race gas or E30 blend, you get like 32% torque. And then I think horsepower, it's 26% on the power with the race gas, and it's probably like 23% on 93, probably like 20-21% with 91. But I'll be able to tell you here in a little bit if I feel some difference. It's a nice cool day outside. We got 64 degrees. I noticed that when it's like 70 degrees or hotter out, that's when you notice a performance difference in this car. I noticed it in other turbo cars I've owned before as well. That was a bit quicker. Woo! I drove this car yesterday on the 91 pump gas tune, so it's not like I have, you know, a placebo effect of flashing it and thinking, oh, everything's new on here. Or not. Or if sometimes you don't drive a car for a week and you feel, you know, that new sensation again. But that was considerably faster. Dare I say, to the speed limit. That was great. Very smooth. I am only excited to do this for a little bit and then switch over to the E30 blend. Let's see if we can get a second gear. Ready? Oh my goodness. I love it. Maybe we'll get a little extra sound. Here's the second gear. Lovely. Wafts you along as you get squished into your seat. I just got attacked by a bee. Just kind of swinging my arms while trying to drive the twisties. Flipped it kind of into a sport mode, Sport Plus, sportier steering. I would not put the steering in Sport Plus. It gets way too hard. Sport Plus, you'd like tap the gas pedal and she's going. Definitely more aggressive. Ready? Short shifting a little bit because I kind of like the torque band around that 3 to 5K. There's a lot more horsepower after 5K, but I feel like the initial torque pull is there right here. Ready? The top end just becomes very efficient at propelling you forward. Super fun. I'm not ready for the fall. You can see the leaves all coming down. But it's happening. You can see me do a really quick pull in Sport Plus. We peaked at like 26 PSI. The air fuel ratio looked pretty good, right above 12, and there was 0 engine knock. Well, that's a little wild. On Sport Plus, she's boosting to like 26 PSI, but no knock, as you may have seen in the logs. I think important note, anytime you tune your car, make sure to run logs, even if it's an off-the-shelf tune, a canned tune that's tested vigorously. It was not tested on your car. So make sure when you flash your car to run some logs, because something physically could be off and you could have knock events, and if it's drastic enough or bad enough, something could go kaboom. That's not good. So big recommendation, even if you're getting with all these tuning tools available now, like through your phone. I wish Subaru had this kind of stuff, right? Because oftentimes you need a laptop or you need a special device sold by the company that does the tunes. Here you just need an app, so definitely don't skimp out on doing some logs and ensuring that your car is happy with the tune it gets. Stay tuned for more. We're gonna run this a little bit and then we're gonna test out the E30 blend. That's gonna be fun.